Hello there, sunshines. Today's video is going to be another very different video for me because I don't typically do videos like this. As you guys saw in the last video, I gave like a Q&A. My husband and I, we don't feel comfortable putting our children out into the social media world, out to the internet at full force. So in this video, I'm going to try to have that balance where I show a little bit of my life as a mom in the realest way possible without exposing my children too much. Today's video is going to be focused more on my son. I am doing a little trim on his hair today, but it's not going to be all about that. For those who don't know, my son was diagnosed with autism when he was 3 years old. If you're not new here, you will already know our story, already know our journey a little bit. And this is kind of like a mini update on how he's doing now as a 14-year-old. I cannot believe he's 14 years old. But it's just so crazy to me that time really does go by fast. You hear it all the time when you're especially a new mom, like enjoy this time because time goes by fast, but you don't really actually know what that feels like until time goes by right before your eyes. And that is the great paradox of parenting. Time goes by both quickly and slowly at the same time. It's a type of magic that only a parent understands. So here's the deal. There's always a deal that I have to make with my son. My husband and I quickly realized when he was 3 years old that as long as he knows what we're doing and when we're doing it and we fill him in on what we're about to do, he's pretty much a cooperative kid and very obedient. One of his symptoms with autism is that he is too obedient at times. We protect him as much as we do, and we're very careful in what environment he's in because of this. I mean, and I'm sure a lot of other parents who have autistic children can relate to that. For anyone who has met, known, or experienced being around someone with autism, you know that there is a certain innocence, certain purity that they have that is really beautiful, but also something to be protected. Oftentimes as parents, my own parents that I've experienced in general, including myself, we tend to forget about the respect that we need to have for our kids because we're so focused on our kids just following our orders and obeying us, which is very important as well. But something that Manny taught me that I was not used to myself is showing him the respect that he deserves in knowing what we're doing and why we're doing it and when we're doing it. Something as simple as before we leave the house, hey Manny, today we're gonna go to the beach, we're gonna go do this, we're gonna go to an appointment, we're gonna go run some errands at this such and such place. We're probably gonna stop at Whole Foods and pick up some stuff, and then we can come home. And I also follow through with something that he values, like you'll get to go on the computer for 2 hours while I'm making dinner. You can buy something on Amazon, and it's something that mentally he looks forward to, and he knows what we're doing and when we're doing it. So he's mentally preparing himself. Because of this, I really feel like he was never the kid that gives us as much of a hard time. And please take what I'm saying with a grain of salt because every child is going to be different. And it doesn't mean that this is the solution to every child's symptoms. I'm not trying to say that. This is just something that we experienced with Manny in particular. So today I'm gonna take you guys a little bit along a few of the things that we like to do throughout the day, things that we have been trying out for a while. And everything I'll be featuring here today will be listed down below with more information. Because I am not a professional of any kind. I am not an educator. I myself am not 100% knowledgeable on any of this stuff. I'm just trying it out because I've heard good things or we've come across it through other platforms that we value, or my husband heard it in a podcast. It's worth a shot. It's something that's non-invasive. That's what I'm about to show you guys. Today you're gonna use a computer, okay? Are you listening? Listening? Okay. Today you're gonna use the computer, right? While I cook dinner, yes? But first, you're gonna do the vibration plate. You're gonna do it 1 time or 2 times?
1 time.
Okay, 1 time. You're gonna do it 1 time, and then you have to do the V-light on your head while you're sitting with the Bemer, okay? And then you're gonna go to the bathroom and I'm gonna trim your hair. I'm gonna cut a little bit over here on the sides because your hair is getting kind of crazy.
Yes.
So what are you gonna do?
Barber's plate, be like Bemer. Cut your hair to go take a shower. And go call the computer.
You got it. So this machine right here is called a vibration plate or vibe plate. It basically vibrates. You stand on it and it vibrates. We found out about this through a brain center therapy that my son was doing when we used to live in Austin. And they used to have a really strong vibration plate that he would stand on during the therapy. And it's a really cool thing. I use it myself. My husband uses it. I'll link the exact one that we bought on Amazon. There's a lot of information on it that I can share down below for you guys to look at and look into on yourself. I'm a big advocate of not just taking what people say. Do your own research and look into yourself. put it on. Okay, and while he's doing that, let me just tell you, the house is a mess. We moved in a week or two ago, and I'm still organizing. I love this part though. I love the organizing part. It takes a while. It's gonna take me probably a few months to get fully settled in, maybe 3 months, but my goal is to have everything done before Thanksgiving. And with this new apartment, I really do see ourselves staying here for a few years. When he's done with that, I'm gonna put this on his head. This is called V-Light Neuro Gama. My husband knows a lot more about this than I do. He's actually the one that got all of this stuff. I am not very knowledgeable on it all. And again, I will ask my husband to give me some information on this, and I'll link it as well down below. It's basically a helmet, and it has these red lights on it. And he puts it on, and it targets specific spots on your skull and brain, and then it attaches this other bit over here into the nose. And we let him choose. I'll ask him, do you want the left side or the right side? And you could put it on either nostril. Okay, next up, he's gonna do the Bemer. This is called Bemer, and it's basically a pad that we right now are putting on a chair because we don't have any living room furniture yet. We'll eventually get that whenever we can. Or you can put it on the bed. It doesn't have to be on a chair. It can be anywhere. You can do it on the floor, on the bed, in a chair, furniture. And we put this on for about 20 minutes. He sits on here. It also comes with a spot one as well that you plug in like this, and you use it like for headaches or any body issue. You can put it on your knees. My husband sometimes does it on his knees or any type of pain that he's having. So at this point, I just put it on. I have it set to P3, 20 minutes, and it goes on. And I'm gonna put the V-Light on his head as well. Okay, this obviously takes much longer because we're filming. Every time I film something, it takes so much longer because I have to set up the camera, film it. But on a daily, regular, that's like his bed. We're in his room right now. His bed is the noisiest bed. On a daily basis, this is something that just, it's like go, 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 it's moving. One device takes 10 minutes, while the other one takes 20, and he's sometimes using 2 in 1 like you just saw. But this is all stuff that he does without me having to like supervise after him or like really be on top of him on it. I'll just tell him go do it, and he knows what to press, what to do, how to put it on himself. And others, like this one, this is the Joovv light. I can just tell him go do the Joovv. He knows to take off all of his clothes, go in front of it, put it on. It's already set to a certain time, which is 15 minutes. We started off with 10 minutes. Now we do 15 minutes with him. In our old place, we used to have our Joovv light in the bathroom. If you don't know what Joovv is, it's basically red light therapy. I have a whole video on it here on my channel. I can link to that. And also I have a blog post on my website, which I don't post on there often, but I was at the time. So that post is still there for you guys to read if you want to see more information on it. I'm sure you guys have heard about red light therapy through so many different platforms. I mean, it's huge now on social media. When I first started using it, it wasn't as widely known on social media. Now, there's like almost every company making a red light, some type of red light device, and they're using it for many different things. Some of them promote it like for hair growth. So they have like these helmets that people put on their head. Other ones are like face masks that you put on with a light device that claim to help with aging. And there's others that are just centered more on cognitive health and balancing hormones, balancing your sleep, and health overall, which is a side that I'm more on myself. I can't tell you that it works great for the beauty stuff like hair growth and skincare and acne and scarring and aging like all of these other companies claim. We don't really know what the truth is or what it works the best on. We just know that we're using it for the purpose of doing something with our son that's not invasive, very harmless. There's some really good information out there on it, and it's one of those things that's worth a try. Now, what's cool about this light is that it targets the entire body. It's a full body device. So for people that are into red light therapy like us, we really wanted the full device. Today, Manny is doing 10 minutes on each side, front and back. Once the timer is done for those 10 minutes, it turns off on itself and the fan goes off automatically. Right now, the Joovv is in his room. We don't know if it's gonna stay here. We're still organizing the rest of the house. We'll figure it out as we put everything else in its place. We even used to have a sauna for over 6 years, and the sauna most of the time lived in his room. Just because his room had the least amount of items, and the most room to have a sauna in. And again, it was one of those items that he uses often. We only recently got rid of the sauna through the moving process from Texas to Florida, but the sauna we used to have for all those 6 years, more than 6 years, was the Sunlighten Sauna. It was a 2-seater sauna that had also some type of light therapy installed and a sound system that you can play music on and things like that. It was an infrared sauna, which is very important for detox, and we moved with it for all of those years. For all the times that you guys have seen us moving, we moved along with our sauna. It had detachable walls that you can install and take apart, and none of the heat from the sauna ever left those closed 4 walls. It was such an important and good investment that we made. And we're looking into investing into another sauna, something that's a little bit more portable, something that's smaller. And my husband already has one in mind that maybe you guys will see here in the near future. It is time to cut Manny's hair. I'm not going to be very great at filming this in our bathroom, but I'm going to try to do it in a way that's most comfortable for him. And by the way, I am no professional. I've been trimming his hair myself forever. He's never had like a professional cut of any kind. I just do the best I can. So I'm a little worried of how it's gonna turn out because sometimes it's a hit or miss, but I just do my best. Okay, I just washed his hair in the shower. That's one thing he does not do by himself. I do not let him wash his hair on his own because he will not do it right, but I do it for him. I used to date, of course, my Ramos Clean Curls collection. This is our Wash Day Curl Shampoo, and I used a scalp scrubber to really help with the scalp exfoliation along with the shampoo, and then followed up simply with the conditioner, and now we're here. And before I go on to styling his hair, a deal that I have also added onto this and made with him is while I'm styling his hair and while he's using the computer after this, which is what he really wants, he's going to be doing a castor oil pack. I just put a tablespoon of castor oil on a pack. This is from Queen of Thrones. I got this on Amazon. And you basically take the organic cold pressed castor oil, take a tablespoon, put it on here, and then I put it on the left side of his belly while I'm doing his hair and while he's on the computer doing his thing. And honestly, at this point, all I do is apply the leave-in conditioner. This is my Ramos Clean Curls 2-in-1 Defining Curl Cream and leave-in. Especially for a teen boy like him, it's a very minimal styling. One product like this is perfect. This is just gonna moisturize and hydrate his hair simply so he can just be on his way and go about his day. All right, that is today's video. I know it's very different from the usual content I tend to upload on here. I hope you still enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next video. Everything will be linked down below along with a ton of information on where you can find and learn more about all the things that I mentioned on here. See you next time, and thank you for watching. Bye, sunshines.